Today we discuss Bungie's overlooked Nazi reference and the Mortal Kombat movie. Our community question we discussed this week is, what video game world would you live in and why? To join the community, follow our Instagram or TikTok to follow along and talk about gaming with everyone. If you want to watch some gaming, follow our Twitch. All links are in the show description. Thank you for joining another episode. You've been playing. I know you beat Deadly Premonition. You said you were playing. What else was it?
Guilty Gear.
Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
So like the full game you've been playing?
No, it's just a beta for until the release.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pre-order, got 1 day extra, and then you could actually get it also because it's a free beta. So it's like literally open to the public.
What is it? Steam? PlayStation?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's no like special.
I think we had enough conversations for you to realize I really suck at fighting games.
It's okay because I lost all sense of good I had in fighting games.
What are you drinking? You drinking anything at all?
Yeah, another Kentucky Mule.
Kentucky Mule. Finally made my old fashioned today.
Did you make it the old fashioned way?
The old fashioned way. Actually, yeah, I did. So remember I gave a shout out to this guy, Sin City Bartender, on TikTok?
Yeah. He
showed me apparently the right way, or the classic way of making an old fashioned is because typically what I've learned for God knows how long I've been bartending is you get a sugar cube, you throw in some bitters, and then you muddle. And then you'll throw in the orange peel and the cherry later, like when you're done stirring everything with the ice. But this guy says to muddle everything together, including the orange peel and all that. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Like it brings a little bit more flavor to it. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it.
So you can actually taste the difference.
Yeah, there is a difference.
That's good.
Yeah. So I think I might stick to this way, actually.
Hey.
See, and no matter what, you're always learning something new.
Of course.
So yeah, today is an extremely slow day slow week, I should say, for news. I have one article here, which is kind of nice for me to actually talk about Destiny stuff for once for the news. So Destiny was in the news today, and not in a good way, or Bungie, I'd say. It wasn't a good thing. So despite how many feel about the quality of the Destiny franchise, you have to admit that Bungie has always had good PR in general.
Mm-hmm.
They've always handled bad news and media and like their media image like very well. So I was surprised to hear this bit of news from Game Informer where they had the name of a particular challenge in the new DLC season that references an old Nazi saying. It's called Blood and Honor, which is in German, they say Blut and Air, or R. I can't really pronounce it right, but it means blood and honor. So they've responded back saying this was not their intention and fully admit it went over their heads, essentially. So they plan to change the name whenever they release their next patch. So this brings a conversation that I want to talk about briefly, which is, would you consider the name of the challenge achievement a big deal? Is the phrase too broad for a shooter game that really interpret it as a Nazi saying, or was the response the community gave properly justified?
I personally, I feel like they're reaching, and not to support what I'm not saying Nazis are like, oh yeah, like they just don't have a monopoly on certain phrases. Clearly, Bungie didn't mean it in the sense of like, hey, we're anti-Semites, so we're just gonna fucking put this out. I will admit though, the 6-pointed star next to the challenge doesn't really help much, but I'm pretty sure that they didn't mean like to offend anybody. So some people are kind of just like looking for something to complain about, but I mean, at least it's like nice that they're like, we're gonna change this. Sorry about it.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big deal if they didn't change it, but it's great that they are changing it. I think it's one of those cases where sensitivity is getting the most of people.
Oh, definitely. Because just playing, if I was to play Destiny and I'm like, oh, Blood and Honor, cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be like, what? Did you know that Hitler? No. Fucking no.
Yeah. I agree. It's just, I could even understand that even like a small percentage of people saw this and decided to be offended by it, and it's okay for you to be offended by it. I could understand why, especially if you're Jewish.
Oh, definitely, of course.
But at the same time, not only is it just a video game, Bungie doesn't have any history of this type of or this type of reputation at all. It's just it's a title. It's a couple of words put together because it sounds cool, because it's part of a first person shooter game, and you're fighting against an army that is very much themed over like the Roman Empire. They're very much all about war and fighting. So like that title, and like blood. Honor, exactly. So it fits them perfectly.
Of course.
So it makes sense. I think if anything, they could have just switched it to Honor and Blood instead to kind of like stray away from it a bit. But I don't see it as that much of a big deal.
See, now in Destiny, it definitely isn't a big deal, but had it been part of a game like Postal or Hatred or like
Wolfenstein.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. What I mean by like Postal or Hatred is like games that are just kind of meant to gross people out and be offensive outright. You know Postal,
yes, right? Yes.
Yeah, so
I know what you mean.
Them having Blood and Honor would definitely be like it would be a jab at Jewish people. Wolfenstein, that would be actually very within reason. It would be totally fine to have that there. People would still complain about it, definitely, but like, it at least it's within the theme, if anything.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, this one's definitely a reach.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I thought I thought I'd ask about that. It's not that big of a news break. It's not like killing Bungie's reputation in any way, especially since they responded really quickly after the fact. So, but I want to know if anybody else that's listening like has any thoughts on it, if they agree or disagree with us. Would you be offended by it? Are you offended by it? Send us an email.
Dude, even in the fucking article, given the aesthetic nature of the Cabal, a name like Blood and Honor seems pretty standard for the more fantasy-driven fictional stories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And also that it's a space opera.
Yeah.
No need to get your panties in a bunch.
Well, I mean, my thing also is that it's even also okay to have your panties in a bunch. It's just there's no reason for you to really go out of your way and complain about it and make this huge change over the littlest of references.
Yeah, because they definitely were not targeting any community in any sort of manner by titling it Blood and Honor. Now, if it was, what was it? How was it pronounced? Blut and Air? That would be an attack.
The German version? Oh, I agree. Yeah, that makes it a very, very different context. Yeah, so there's that news article. That's pretty much it. Aside from that, the other news article, but actually, sorry, it's not really a news article. I sent you a news article so you can get an idea of what we'll talk about, but it's really just the Mortal Kombat trailer was released.
And it's fucking awesome.
I thought it was fucking awesome. I wanted to know your thoughts on it.
It's fucking awesome.
Is it fucking awesome?
I think it's fucking awesome.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Right? But who the fuck is Natara? I was just looking at the cast right now.
Natara? Isn't that the Montaro female version?
Oh, no. She was in Deadly Alliance, apparently.
Oh, no, thanks.
No, but she's some like bat-winged lady. I think that she was also in what was it? Either Armageddon or what was the other one? There was
some obscure spin-off game.
No, Deadly Alliance, that one was more like a kind of beat 'em up, but there was two.
Yeah, exactly.
Two actual fighting games for the PS2. There was Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Oh, and Deception. One of those two.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't help me much.
Well, I played the fuck out of those. I'll tell you. I just don't remember her. Like her kit didn't really appeal to me.
So aside from the actual trailer, like what do you think of the character designs? What do you think of the story?
Everything seems like actually well done. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a flop. We're not going to have like a whole Resident Evil chain of cheesiness.
Yeah,
because even then it seems violent, but not overly so. Because how to put it, the games they're already like, honestly, they're a lot. They are a lot since the remake for the 360. It's just been kind of like gratuitous. But here it seems like, yeah, sure, we're gonna have we're gonna have gore, we're gonna have blood, lots of it, but not just for the sake of like the factor. Because Jack's having his arms frozen and shattered. You know, we're going with story. Sub-Zero freezing the blood and stabbing, but I mean, like it's for the actual appeal. Like it's to make it seem plausible. With Sub-Zero like taking freezing the blood and then stabbing.
Oh, that was so cool.
With it. That was awesome. But that's not like too much to do, you know?
Yeah.
So we can tell people it's not gonna be like an Eli Roth gore fest.
Yeah, people are like up in arms for no pun intended, but up in arms about Jax's missing limbs from Sub-Zero, because this is basically them retconning Jax's injury for the third time, I believe, because he lost it by Noob Saibot, and I believe Goro was the other one ripping his arms off.
Speaking of Goro,
yeah, that Goro looked pretty cool too,
right?
CGI Goro, not that Jim Henson puppet.
Although that would have been interesting to see like a Muppet version of Goro.
That would have been a
like
hilarious reference. Yeah, I loved it. I loved the character design. The action was great. The story seemed pretty basic. I really liked the vibe that it was actually taking itself seriously. It wasn't like campy or anything like that. But it was still, still out there, outrageous, kind of fun, gratuitous violence without just not putting you off.
Ooh,
you know what I mean?
And there's actually a phrase here in this article, delightfully stylish, which is definitely very applicable to what the trailer was.
Yeah.
Because I went into it like, okay. I was kind of sour-faced about it because I wasn't like sure what to expect. But from the get, it grabs you.
Yeah, it does. And then you're just waiting for that famous Scorpion phrase, and it kind of threw me off because it doesn't sound like him. But of course, it should not always sound like the video game. So
I mean, if they just
it was nice,
game, then that would have been kind of shit.
Yeah, like they did in the original.
Yeah, I did like Sub-Zero's "I Am Batman" though.
Oh yeah. I don't understand too much of the story. Like the director has explained that Sub-Zero is essentially the villain because he's being chased by the FBI agents, which is Sonya Blade.
There we go.
And Jax, and then of course eventually Scorpion gets into the mix of things, trying to, if people don't know the lore, Sub-Zero. It was believed that Sub-Zero killed Scorpion's family, but it was actually a trick from someone else. Was it Quan Chi? Was it, or was it who was Quan Chi's boss? I forget his name.
Shang Tsung.
Shinnok.
Shinnok.
Yeah.
Oh, the necromancer dude.
Yeah. Like they made Scorpion believe that Sub-Zero killed his family, so they used Scorpion as a puppet, and then Scorpion eventually kills Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero turns into Noob Saibot, and then the new Sub-Zero is actually the old Sub-Zero's brother. It's so convoluted.
Yeah.
But it's great though. I hope they're kind of leading to that.
In terms of retconning stuff, any actual fan of the series probably shouldn't say shit, because if they played MK9, the 360 one, that was a big ass fucking retcon in of itself.
Oh, the whole time travel stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking mess.
Yeah, it was. I didn't understand it. I never played 9. Oh, was it 10? No, I never played 10. I did play 9. Yeah. But I had to go through the story mode. Or sorry, not the story mode. I had to watch the cinematics for 10 just to understand everything, because I couldn't remember 9 that much. And I sure as hell didn't play 10. Yeah.
10 was all right. 10 was fun, not for the story, but for like the gameplay.
Yeah.
I haven't played 11 yet, but I don't know. NetherRealm, they're good, but in terms of writing, I feel like it's the same thing. Like you could literally play, what is it? Injustice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you could play Injustice and you're playing Virgin Mortal Kombat, but it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
The story's going to be exactly the same, however you put it. In terms of the games, I'm not there for the story.
Mortal Kombat story, I'm not in it for that. I'm in it for the crazy violence, fighting mechanics, and fatalities and stuff, which I'm so glad they have in this movie. I'm a little disappointed about Melina's look. kind of. If you noticed her.
Yeah, who's playing her?
Sissy Stringer.
Why is that?
Yeah, she doesn't look like Melina at all. There's no like look to her that she looks. What was the species name?
Tarkatan.
Tarkatan, yeah, which was Baraka's species. So she looks nothing like that in any way. So
she looks like the
kind
Joker.
of weird. Yeah, it's just like smears of blood on her mouth.
Yeah. No, she actually looks like the Joker. She just has scars and sharp teeth.
Yeah, she has a scar, which I think maybe those scars will expand to like her bigger mouth, I would assume. And we just haven't seen it. But her teeth on top of that, they don't look Tarkatan.
Well,
so
I mean,
that was like very different.
Isn't she a half-breed?
She's half-breed. Yeah. She was like I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she was like a clone of Katana.
Sir, I don't even know if you're right, so I'm not even going to correct anything.
I think she was a clone of Katana with half whatever the name is, Tarkatan, whatever. And and then she came out with with the whole mouth thing and the bloodlust and all that stuff. Thanks to Shao Kahn.
Well, I mean, we could only hope. Either way, I'm still going to fucking watch it.
Oh yeah, I am definitely down for this. This brings up another conversation about
April 16th. That's not that far.
Yeah, and HBO Max too.
Nice.
This brings up another conversation that we had last week, so we can kind of combine it with this. Is like they're kind of really hitting the mark when it comes to TV and movie adaptations of video games lately.
Elaborate.
Just like when we talked about the cast for Borderlands.
Oh, hell yeah.
For The Last of Us is coming out. We talked about Amazon. They're working on a TV show as well for, what was it? Either World of Warcraft or what was it? The other one? They're working on Fallout. They're working on Fallout. We got Netflix is coming out with a Sonic TV show. Like they're really hitting hard with these gaming, this gaming stuff.
Because you got to make up for all the shitty shit like before.
No, because they know now is a prime time to be making this kind of stuff. I think that's what it is.
But also making it well. That's the thing.
Yeah, but why would you?
Because they could just like kind of hemorrhage this out like nothing. But to actually like make something good now, that took them long enough.
It did. The Sonic movie was a surprise. The Pikachu movie was a surprise. Of course, Monster Hunter, that was expected. We talked about it before. It was kind of expected when it came to what's his name directing and what's her name being the star of the show, of the
Mila?
movie. Yeah.
And The Rock as one of the monsters.
Yeah, so I'm hoping these things are good. They're announcing all these TV shows and movies, but we have yet to see anything substantial. This is the biggest thing so far that's creating a lot of buzz, which the Mortal Kombat trailer. So I'm hoping, I'm praying the Uncharted movie is good. They're working on a Tomb Raider sequel. I'm praying that'll be better than the first one. A lot of announcing, but there's a lot of like treading this water of caution.
Yeah, definitely. The Borderlands one though, I did kind of like right now at this moment make myself a little uneasy about it.
Why?
Because the cast is good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now we just need the writers.
Yeah.
Because as long as it's the same like Borderlands 1 and 2, even pre-sequel kind of like writing and sense of humor, we're fine. It's going to be a genuine Borderlands thing. But if it's 3, we're fucked. It's going to be a good cast for nothing. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, I would think they would focus on like the story of 1 because that's what they established. The lore of everything, especially the vaults.
Oh man, they should have gotten The Rock as Roland. Fuck.
Oh man, that would have been cool.
Wait. Oh my god. No, it might be this. Okay. No, spitballing here, obviously. If they have Kevin Hart, right, and Jack Black, what if they get The Rock as Brick?
Ooh.
That could actually work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that all depends if they have a slot open to have another character like that. Did they say anything about the script not being done yet for that movie?
I have absolutely no idea. So why don't we look it up as we go along? Because
that's another thing about a lot of these movies and TV shows. Like they can cast as many people as they want, but a lot of people tend to back out when they start to read an actual script, or they see a direction that the movie's going that they don't agree with, and they end up just dipping. They just leave.
Yeah.
So I hope that won't be the case for this one.
Oh! It's actually Eli Roth that's directing Borderlands.
Eli Roth?
Eli Roth, who previously collaborated
so
with
that
Black
is more
Blanchett on
updated.
2018 family
Maybe
comedy
they
The House of
changed it.
Cards, is directing Borderlands. Yeah.
That is new to me.
Breaking news.
Eli Roth has a good style for that movie. I think that would work.
Oh, definitely. Because I mean, Borderlands is kind of gratuitous when it comes to blood and guts and shit, but I feel like he's gonna do it tastefully with this. It's probably gonna be comedic gore.
You know what would be really cool?
Aside from The Rock as Brick?
If they did this movie in the same art style as the game.
Oh, with cell shading?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because it's been done before in other movies, and that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But hey, what do we know? We're only video game fans.
We're only video game fans talking about video game movies. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't.
So
know
that's it. So that's it for that. That's all the news we got. Try to talk about these topics as much as we can to kind of stretch things out. But we'll move on to the next topic, our next segment, which
I just really hope to God that it's not Borderlands 3 writing.
So our community question is, well, for this week is what video game world would you like to live in and why, of course. So we'll start talking about that in the next segment. I am still also trying to get back on my Switch because I really want to play The World Ends With You again. Oh, Hunter, I'm still be playing because once that game comes out, me and you are playing that shit.
Oh, of course, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like what, 2.5 weeks away?
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna go to the community question of the week, and again, if you could live in any video game world, what would it be and why? And Randy, it is your turn to go first.
Oh no. Alrighty. So let me see. There's like 3 different options, but 1 correct answer. So I'm gonna have you guess what it is. And it's not what you think.
It's not Kingdom Hearts?
It's not Kingdom Hearts.
Is it the Rice and Ruin world?
Oh no, that world is terrifying. Because even then, that's almost like limbo, in the sense that it's not the real world, nor is it heaven. So you're literally on an island called the Isle of Demons. I'm good.
Yeah.
No, it's The World Ends With You.
Oh,
Granted,
really?
You have to be
dead as you're dead?
Yeah, it's fun.
Okay, go on.
Sorry, I had to finish my drink. I don't know. Everything about it is just, it's visually appealing. Hopefully, like, you have the awesome soundtrack that the game has. But I don't know. It's just, I guess I'm thinking of it in the kind of like conceptual mechanic part of it, of having like the different areas have different buffs and shit, as you know, like with the whole clothing and whatnot.
So the different button powers, and
yeah,
you can kind of
button powers for sure, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. You can just swap out buttons you buy in a store and you get powers.
And you could change your clothes to look, as cool as you want. Yeah. And be stronger from it. But yeah, I mean, like, granted, you do have to be dead, but it's fine. It's less interaction with people. The only off-putting part, genuinely, is the Reaper's game itself.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically have to constantly be fighting just to keep yourself, quote unquote, alive.
But I mean, I'm pretty sure that it wasn't just like 1, 2, 3, like 5 fucking people playing the actual game.
Yeah. Oh God, I just realized. I hope we didn't spoil it for people, because I don't think they're really clear about them being dead until like midway through.
No, it's not midway through. It's the end, like close to the end of chapter 1. It's definitely early in the game that they like explain kind of some of the stuff. Spoiler warning.
Because I remember the main character, and I can't even remember his name right now. But
Neku?
Yeah, he couldn't remember what happened to him for the longest time. And I thought that's when they found out that this world was like, you're dead. But anyway, I go, okay, well, that's a good one. Actually, I like that idea, especially the pin stuff.
Oh, definitely.
That'd be kind of a cool thing.
Actually, I still have it somewhere. I don't know where, but the pin that you get at the beginning of the game, the little black one with the skull on it.
Yes,
I have that.
Oh, that's nice.
It's really, really cute.
I want one of those.
Right? Oh, also, do you know the tin pin tournament that they have? Did you play that mini game? Okay, so one thing that they have is that it's like,
isn't it like the Beyblade bullshit thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's essentially marbles with pins.
Yeah.
That was so fun. Yeah. How about you, Destiny?
Well, see, I was going to tell you, I was going to see if you can guess, because you probably wouldn't guess, actually. You would think it's Destiny. And to be honest, I was close to picking Destiny.
It's okay, because I was like really close to picking Kingdom Hearts, because it's all Disney.
Yeah. Destiny, man, people are really missing out on how much lore and story that game really, really has if you really look deep into it. It's a lot like like you can play World of Warcraft, but there's really not much story. Like it's all like stuff that you have to read.
You said there's not much story in WoW?
No. I didn't say there's not much story. I mean, like there's not much. I'm putting it wrong.
Comparatively to Destiny doesn't have that much story to WoW.
No. Not even comparatively. I mean, you can play WoW and you're going through missions. You're going through content.
They're called quests, by the way.
But or side quests even, like there's nothing that really blatantly tells you what the story is. You kind of have to put it together a bit. You kind of have to read things, pay attention to a lot of the reading, pick up some certain things, even some stuff that are on the side that you have to find out yourself. So it's not all in game is what I'm saying. And that's the same thing with Destiny. Like all of the story and lore isn't in game as you play the game.
Yeah, fucking WoW has books.
Exactly. So Destiny has this crazy stuff, and I was gonna pick Destiny because who wouldn't want to be immortal? You can potentially be an immortal guardian.
That's a lot of pain, though.
You have well, I mean, I don't know. They never really established if you actually feel pain, but I'm pretty sure they do.
I mean, you're getting shot,
but you're still immortal.
True.
But and then there's wish dragons. There are wish dragons in the game. Like how many games have like this sci-fi feel and yet they have fantasy on top of it? Exactly. So there in the lore, there are these creatures called ahamkaras. And in our terms, if you want to put it, they're wish dragons. They're space dragons that can grant any wish that you want. Doesn't matter what it is. And sometimes
immortality.
And sometimes they tend to twist your wishes.
Oh, so they're just fucking djinns.
Yeah.
Assholes.
They can manipulate your wishes, and those wishes give them their power. The wishes and desires and stuff that people have is what strengthens those dragons. Now, in the lore, though, the dragons are pretty much they're all extinct. They're all gone. There was this huge war. There was this huge hunt for all the dragons, and they're all killed except for one, which you fight in one of the raids eventually, which is the final Ahamkara. So, but anyways, I'm getting into too much lore. Huh?
Is that fish-looking thing?
Fish-looking thing?
It's like, it looks like a fish bat with a bunch of teeth.
I'm not sure. Does it has like 15 eyes or something?
Yeah.
That's probably it then. Yeah, so that
Riven of 1,000 Voices.
Riven, yes, Riven is the Ahamkara.
Got it.
And there's even lore with that, because that Ahamkara was given to somebody and then it was turned into something else essentially, and it turned a whole entire planet like into this curse where they suffer the same week over and over and over again. That was like the final wish. So they're like stuck in a purgatory, if you want to put it that way.
Or just a very intense Groundhog Day.
Yeah, they're just constantly fighting, and that's also a reason why you keep on doing the raid, is to try to defeat Riven, but you're only just making the wish, or the spell, worse. So there's no way out of this spell for as of now, anyways. But like, again, that's just lore that you don't find out unless you're reading this stuff. And on top of that, Bungie is always really good about making these beautiful planets and atmosphere and the skyboxes and the whole space travel aspect of it. The cool spaceships, the customizable stuff, all the different kind of ghosts you can have. But you have me talking about something that I didn't choose.
Oops.
So what I did choose, though,
but I think we could all say that your definite answer was going to be that.
It would have been that, but I was trying to stray away from it. I'm really trying to be a little bit more open about what I would want. I would love to be in the Legend of Zelda universe.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So beautiful worlds, of course. Really cool characters aside from Zelda and Link. You got cool weapons, you got cool armor, you got magic. And yet, even I could still be even if I wasn't Zelda himself. I mean, sorry, Link himself.
Whoa. Whoa.
That was blasphemy there.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Big newbie mistake.
Alrighty. So I'll get the nails ready.
So even if I wasn't Link, I could still be a normal farmer, and I could still enjoy the world, because it's you're still living in a civilized world, and it's quiet, it's open space, it's beautiful, and it's safe for the most part, aside from certain villains trying to take over the world every now and then.
Aside from Ganon.
Sometimes not even Ganon.
The sacred beast.
Mm-hmm. But it's nice. It's a nice world to live in, I would think. And then I could practice magic, and I could use weapons if I wanted to.
What is it? Fucking doesn't Skyward Sword? I almost said Sacred Sword for some reason. Doesn't that one start off pretty well? Most of them start off really mundane, but don't they have a whole village, of just actual normal people?
Yeah. I mean, Link, for the most part, in most of his iterations, he is from a village of some kind in some way. Sometimes he's an orphan. Sometimes he's living with his uncle or his grandma. Yeah. So Wind Waker, I don't remember who he stayed with. The grandma he stayed with?
I think
I thought that was
I'm pretty sure that you could keep going back to her. And
yes, you're right. Yeah. So I was thinking of Skyward Sword. I couldn't remember what Skyward Sword was. But even living in Skyward Sword, don't you think it's cool to be jumping on this giant bird and kind of just fly around wherever you want?
Oh, definitely.
That's just as cool. Wind Waker is a cool world to live in regardless. I don't mind sailing around the world.
With a talking boat.
Now, there are downsides, just like any game world, because there's always evil that'll kind of interfere with your life. So there's the dark world from Link to the Past. You wouldn't want to be there. Or the Twilight world. Even the dream world, for example, from Link's Awakening. You don't want to be in there if the freaking windfish wakes up.
Or in terms of Ocarina of Time, just the fucking blatant future.
Yeah. That place is a mess. Moment. Yeah, so there are downsides.
You're in the kingdom, and then you're an undead.
Well, so we couldn't give much of a shout out last episode because there really wasn't that many people replying. There was literally one person on Instagram and one person on TikTok to respond to our last community question. So it kind of just fell between the cracks of everything. But a lot of people were very passionate about what kind of world they would live in this week.
Oh.
So I'm going to go into my Instagram comments right now, and we got Boneless Bones. There's Kevin right there. He's giving us his opinion there. So shout out to Kevin. Fire Emblem, because if my teammate die, I can just reset the game and they'll be alive again. I don't think that's how it works, but that's a good, noble idea.
It's horrifying.
You're not actually in the video game, so there's nothing to reset.
You don't have the control of the This isn't redo of Hero, Kevin.
Yeah. And then there's HR Birdo 13. He's a usual on the Instagram page. Mm-hmm. I see him. He said, "Easy Pokemon World. More likely to live out life without worries about world-ending events. Close contender would be Little Big Planet. Everything looks so comfy and fun to be in that game." I like that suggestion.
Yeah.
I love that Little Big Planet idea. So yeah, Little Big Planet would be kind of cool. Just everything is comfy, everything is safe, everything is pretty much harmless.
And you're immortal.
And you could be a sack boy. How cool is that?
Of course.
So going into my TikTok, we got a hell of a lot of comments. So this is great. I love this. I love now, we got this community coming in and talking about this stuff. So I try to respond to as many people as I can. So shout out to these guys here. The guy in the hoodie. He says Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know if I want to be in a all-out total war, but I like the appeal of being a Jedi.
Also, which Battlefront are we talking about?
Well, he just says 1 or 2. I don't know if it was the original or the remake.
Yeah, see, that's where I'm like, the EA one, I could do without the paywalls in real life.
Imagine you're trying to arm yourself and you got to go through a paywall.
You're like, nope, cough it up. Come on. But if we're talking about like the PlayStation 2 Battlefront, definitely.
Yeah. And still actually being able to use any vehicle you want.
And any character with their certain gear.
Yeah. So the other one, or one other one, is Jack Garcia 2. He says, "Halo all the way." And I figured he wanted to be a Spartan, so I responded back, "Want to be a Spartan, huh?" And he says, "Well, it's between an ODST and Spartan, so yeah, not a Spartan 2, though. That program stole kids to become Spartan 2s, preferably a Spartan 3. Very good point. I like the idea of being an ODST. What about you?
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that would because I feel like it's like a question of like, oh, how overpowered do you want to be? And everyone's gonna pick like the most, left field kind of shit, as in like, yes, this is busted. But to say ODST, that's interesting. Yeah. Because you're a brolic ass foot soldier, essentially.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. That's good. We got It's Samurai Shogun. He said, "I'd probably be in a Minecraft or a GTA universe. Minecraft I could do. GTA
not so much.
A little too close to home. We're both from New York. I don't know if he knows that. So that's pretty much living a GTA life.
Except that we don't steal cars.
Except we don't steal cars. No, the cops just hit us with them and the taxis.
Yeah, we don't have access to rocket launchers, luckily.
Well, those are the cheat codes.
The tank?
Yeah, we'll just cheat code the tank in.
Of course.
Put it right in the middle of Times Square.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the Minecraft one, I could do. I could do that.
Yeah, it's
kind of cool to just be a. Yeah, just You can just cool being a farmer.
Minecraft.
Go exploring and stuff. Kind of cool.
You get blown up. You wake up in bed. It's fine.
Yeah. Son of Cade 6. I don't know if you know Cade 6.
Nathan Fillion.
So yeah. So he, of course, said he would love to be in a Destiny universe.
I would have been surprised if he didn't.
Yeah, he said, "I'd live in the Destiny universe as I would be an immortal godslayer. You and me both." And
he would be the son of Cade 6.
Son of Cade 6.
Who actually can't reproduce, can he?
No, he can't. He's a robot. But he did. Well, the lore, which is not clear that it's true or not, is that he did have a son and a wife. But they may not have been his memories. Which is why, like,
what?
Yeah. Which is why his gun is named after his son, which is called the Ace of Spades. So I think his name was Ace.
Ace.
Oh. Yeah, or his nickname was Ace, anyways. Somewhere around that. So I'm sure someone will correct me.
Maybe the son of Cade 6 will tell you his name.
Yeah. Then BattleBot 66. He said Battlefront as well. or
Still
because
gonna
it's
ask you
just
again, EA or PlayStation?
yeah, still not clear. But he says just because it's just the Star Wars universe, and I still just like the idea of being a Jedi,
Then put down KOTOR.
right? Yeah.
Oh, that would be a really good one, actually.
And then finally, Alexis. What was this? Alexis Adad.
Sorry if you said your name wrong.
Yeah, sorry, Alex. Oh, Alex is a dad. No, never mind. Sorry there.
Sorry that he just can't read.
Yeah. Alex is a dad one, because it's all one word. It's so hard to read. He says also Halo as well.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So you got what? 2 Halo, 2 Battlefront, Destiny, Pokemons,
GTA, Minecraft,
Little Big Planet, and Fire Emblem.
Yeah. I think if I was to choose one out of any of their suggestions, I would honestly pick Little Big Planet.
Really?
Yeah. I don't agree with the whole Pokemon thing. I like you.
What, are you part of PETA?
It's freaking slave labor. Like you, it's cockfighting.
It's having pets.
You're not. That's Digimon. I'll be in the Digimon world if I want a pet. I would love to be in a Digimon world.
That's still kind of cockfighting.
Well, yeah, but they're your friends, and you're not like keeping them captive in a ball.
But I mean, your Pokemon still love you.
Well, maybe Pikachu. Maybe not so much the other stuff. I mean, how long did it take Ash to have Charizard actually love him?
Well, I mean, that's Ash.
Oh man, yeah, no thanks. I would do the Little Big Planet for sure.
I'd still do Pokemon.
So, what was your first pick in the Pokemon Red Blue?
Oh, Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. So you went the Charmander crew?
No, not at all.
Almost everybody else.
I'm not a fan of Charmander. And Squirtle, he's okay, but no.
Yeah.
Fucking Bulbasaur is the way to go.
I did pick Charmander. I was part of that group.
Ugh. One of those people.
Who doesn't want a dragon?
I mean, he's okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know. I was young. I didn't know
like
how Flower Frog. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Pokemon?
My favorite Pokemon, well, aesthetically, what I think looks cool, my favorite Pokemon is Cubone.
Ooh.
And there's a lot of emotional baggage with Cubone, so I think that kind of really fits me pretty well.
It's like, okay, this is me.
Yeah, Cubone fits me pretty well. So I like Cubone, like aesthetic, like the way he looks, and I guess like his attitude and story and all that stuff. But like something to play with and fight, I can't really think of any. I can barely remember what was the last Pokemon game I played because I'm so sick of them.
Really?
Yeah, I know they add little new mechanics here and there, but it's just still all the same to me.
I'll be real with you. Last one I genuinely played was Alpha Sapphire. Which was like right after X. Well, XY.
I think that's the last one I played. It was either X or Y.
I know I didn't play Sun and Moon, and I just I don't think I'm finished with Sword.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of understand it, but
I lost interest after like the first 300 Pokemon. Like it was the first 150. I memorized them all. And then another 100 came in and I was just like, I'll try. And then afterwards, I just dropped the ball.
Alrighty. So you said you memorized them all, right?
Yeah, I am not doing the song.
You're not going to do the poker rap?
Oh, man. I should play it at the end of this episode.
Will we get taken down?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that would be funny, though.
It was a good run.
So do you have a community question for us this week, or should I make one up?
Do I have a community question? You shouldn't have asked me that because I blanked out.
Well, I definitely have something to ask. I just thought I'd give you an opportunity to ask one first.
I feel like I stole 2 consecutively, so by all means, go ahead.
Well, you don't steal. You're a co-host, so no stealing.
I mean, the chance to ask. Nah, go for it.
We're gonna go with a deep one here. Something that really means something to you or everyone. How has gaming changed your life? So if you want to reference maybe a specific video game that has done it, or a system, or a particular event, or a series of games, whatever it is you want, what has gaming done that has changed your life?
And then grab a drink, sit there, think about your answer, and, cry away.
Yeah, and it's okay to cry. Men can cry, believe it or not.
I have some bad news, actually, by the way.
What?
Remember how I told you that Onimusha 3 was on Steam?
Yes. Oh, I looked it up. It's not there anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I looked it up maybe 2 or 3 days ago, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I was listening to last week's podcast, make sure everything went in smoothly, and then I was like, oh fuck, I forgot to check. So I went on Steam, and yeah, fortunately, it's gone.
Yeah. I could tell you when I got it or when I played it last to give you an idea of like when it was up. Ooh, wow. October 13th, 2014.
2014. Jesus. I was still in the military.
Oh, you should have asked me to get it for you.
Oh, awful. No. How would I get it for you if I didn't even know you yet?
That's the joke.
I'm old. Leave me alone. Well, let's keep talking about this stuff like on the side. All right, so we're going to end it here. That is our shout out for the community question. You got the new community question for the week. I will be posting up on TikTok and Instagram with that stuff. And of course, along with other videos, other content, other pictures of my cocktails and such. If you have any questions.
Somebody clip that, just pictures of my cock.
Holy shit. Oh, please don't. Oh, God, that's awful.
I was quick on that, too.
Yeah, you were. Where's your head? Oh, man. Well, so I'll be posting up some other pictures, pictures and content of that sort. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, even criticism of the show, send us an email, thedrunkenguardian@gmail.com. Check out the website at thedrunkenguardian.com. Check out TikTok and Instagram. That is, guess what? thedrunkenguardian.com or The Drunken Guardian.
There's no .com in the Instagram.
There's no .com in those. So yeah, it's all easy to find. Check it all out, support the show, and hopefully we can get your voice out there too, along with the rest of the community. Randy, got anything to say before we go?
If you guys have any questions that you want to see featured, by all means ask.
Oh yeah.
Just throw a comment on a TikTok or Instagram or something.
Yep.
And we'll probably pick it.
Yeah, actually TikTok got this new feature where you can ask a question to whoever it is that you're following. So they have like a community question button now where you can ask questions. So take advantage of that. Try to give it a shot and I'll answer. Like I said, if I'm trying to comment to as many people who are commenting to my videos, like I'm trying to comment to everybody, then I will do the same thing with the question and answer button. So give that a shot. Yeah. Also, shout out to Alan Hall 20. He was the one who guessed this week's Guess the Game on TikTok. It was Parappa the Rapper. Good on you. Nice catch for that one. That was an awesome game. I hope you actually got to play it yourself and enjoyed it. And just keep an eye out for the next episode. So I'll see you guys. Randy?
Have a good night or day.
Later.
Listen to this.
Yeah, maybe we'll stream later.
Perhaps.
All right. Later.